Hello everybody, welcome back to another Space Marine 2 video. How's everyone doing? In this video, I just wanted to do a coverage of a couple of things that are going on with the game at the moment. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you so much for 100 subscribers. It's pretty crazy to me. About 4 months ago, I had about 10. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. And I noticed some of my viewers, only 3.9% of you are subbed. So if you do enjoy this content, please do subscribe. And I'll see I see you guys around. And fingers crossed we build a community. And yeah, let's get right into it. So there is maintenance tomorrow on the 10th. So let's read this. Listen up, Space Marines. The game will undergo maintenance tomorrow, October 10th, because of service hotfixes. Then all the times are there. The update will take up to 45 minutes in total. Thank you for your understanding. So, I think the first time they brought the servers down, everyone was a bit upset because they weren't very open and honest with it. But now they're actually, telling us, oh, okay, this is going to come, it's going to go down. Well, they're telling us through Discord and stuff like that, but fingers crossed they start putting stuff on the game as like a warning to say, okay, yeah, this is when it's all going down. So, yeah, that's, it's going to be interesting. Might be they might be preparing for the Dark Angels update. Fingers crossed it is that, and we probably might be getting that next week. We never know. But, you can only hope, right? Yeah. So, I want to go on to the next thing. A lot of people are, they're modding the game and they're having fun. Obviously offline. If you are playing online with mods, sorry, but shame on you. I don't support that. I don't. It's just not good. You're ruining people's experiences. But at the same time, if you're playing offline and just trying to have some fun, good for you, friend. So, mods. Here we are, Warhammer Workshop in his Discord. I'm going to clarify, I am in that Discord, and I have modded the game once or twice. And it's very fun with the mods that he's made. I highly recommend, playing with mods offline, of course, and trying them out. So, here we go. So, as usual, the latest update has broken mods. I've just recorded a short video, sped up 20 times, to give you a quick look behind the scenes at what goes into creating some of these mods. Please be patient with me as I work on updating the backlog. I am just one person juggling a full-time job, personal commitments, and modding in my spare time. Keep in mind, this video only covers editing a single file. It doesn't include the time spent loading up the game, playtesting, and all other steps involved in getting things just right. In exciting news, though, Deathwatch should be up and running at some point today. So people that love the Deathwatch mod, it's ready. It's going to be ready later on today. So, well, that was yesterday. Took that screenshot today, to be fair. But yeah, that was yesterday. I think the mod will be up now, and well, isn't that great news? That he's such an effect. He's such a good modder. His Warhammer Workshop, like, hats off to him. He's really trying his hardest to, give us everything we want. And yeah, let's get into some coverage of what the CEO has said about middle market titles, and games like Space Marine 2 are poised to make a comeback, as AAA developers are really, really struggling at the moment because of the sending in such a big budget into the game and it's just not working out. They're trying the hardest to throw all these different things in to make players seem attractive. Look at these flashy things, look at this, look at that. We've got all these things, look at this, look how much money we spent. We spent $6 million on this project. for it to be dull and empty and not that good to play. Good example, what is it called? Is it Skull and Bones? That is it. Ubisoft. They claimed it's a quadruple A game. Yeah, no, it's certainly not. But let's get into what the CEO has said. I think that as games become more expensive to make, the $70 title is going to go. I just don't think it's sustainable. Look, you remember the hype for Cyberpunk, which I think actually ultimately performed okay. He has a point. I played it. I found it okay. A lot of people enjoyed the game a lot. Everyone has different opinions. But when the expectations are so high and so much money is put into the title, it's hugely risky for the company that's doing it. What if it fails? Like, obviously, a few games out there have failed after a big mountain of hype. Can't really think of an example, but if you do think of an example, please do leave it in the comments. You remember what happened when Ubisoft a couple of years ago, all their titles slipped out of the year, and then all of a sudden they were in an entirely different place. It's hard to recover from that. So let's start looking at what else he said. He starts looking into artificial intelligence and how that could affect the AAA environment and how, well, I think it's not a really good idea because AI can be really, well, it can take people's jobs and it's not that good. There's been a lot of different work environments where people are, perfectly good at their jobs and the company introduces an AI and sadly they lose their jobs and it's not brilliant for everyone and it could cause a lot of problems in different industries, which just sucks really. So I want to go on to the next coverage and what he talks about. He says he thinks there's going to be a shortage of game content over the next coming years with the amount of layoffs that's been going on. A lot of games have been killed off simply because people have been paying with their wallets, and you know, people have been showing their opinions by not paying for games because they just don't like the stuff that's been coming out. So they're not paying for these games, and that is why some games that have come out recently are dead on arrival, and it kind of sucks, really. Some of these games could have had such good, like, possibilities. Like, I know that most recent Concord game was, like, I can't even explain how terrible that game looked. I'm glad I didn't even touch it with a barge pole. It looked dreadful, honestly. Uh, but yeah, let's go on to the next coverage. So, I went onto Reddit and I saw this. Please make a new game plus and let us experience the story with our PvE characters. There would be much more replayability when we could have all the missions from single player in PvE mode. After 100 hours and the 6 missions are getting boring. I know it's not lore accurate, but it's a shame that most players, including me, will see the campaign missions only once or twice. PFA. And he's just put a picture of their Titus having PTSD flashbacks of Leandros. So that's pretty funny. And then I think somebody put that same thing into Discord, and one of the developers, might be a developer, I'm not sure. They said, "No idea. I don't think this is planned," which really sucks. Like you could have things in a new game plus, like uh, like no death mode where if you go down you're gonna restart the whole game, or there's challenge mode where there's only certain enemies spawning, stuff like that. It could be cool. If they did eventually add it, and you could add like you can customize your squad mates and stuff, that'd be really cool. But yeah, I think that is about it, guys. If you did like this video, please do like and subscribe. And if you want to keep up to date on absolutely everything related to my content, hit the bell, and you'll get notifications, and I'll make sure that you guys keep up to date with everything Space Marine 2. See you guys on the battlefield. Bye bye.